Welcome to this word of hope for Saturday of the 23rd week of Ordinary Time, September 11th. I come to you from Denver. I am Father Luke Barter at our new priory, and I'm here at sunset. I thought a fitting metaphor for this 20th anniversary of the attacks in New York and Pennsylvania, the Pentagon in Washington, and September 11th. I would be remiss if it wasn't mentioned or acknowledged. And 20 years on, we can look at September 11th, that day, the turning point, a sunset of one era and a movement into another. I just recently watched the new documentary that was out on Apple TV called 9/11 Inside the President's War Room. And the way it went through was it went minute by minute, almost minute by minute, about what happened in that first day and then a couple days after. The thought processes, the reactions, how they were able to try to make decisions and try to make sense of what happened. We can look back and we could retroactively try to criticize or judge or try to say, well, if we had done this, we would have been better. If we had done that, it could have changed X, Y, and Z. But one thing that the documentary does is that we live in this moment and we don't know what's coming ahead. And watching that documentary put me into that space of the not knowing the future. Who am I now and what mistakes might I be making now when I think I might be making prudent decisions? What are my reactions and why? Paul, once again, in his first reading, talks about that he is the first among sinners. Just how unworthy he was and what he did. He's very honest and blunt and open about who he was. But yet he says, God gave me the mercy. And Jesus uses this very famous metaphor about you will know the fruit of the goodness of something by its fruit. Good actions or good people or good plants will bear good fruit. And those that are not won't. Problem is, fruit has to come later. And as we've gone through these 20 years, a lot of different fruit has arisen. Some good, some bad. But the thing about Christ is that with it all, and Paul is reminding us this, he says this is exactly the reason why Christ came to redeem us, to save us. Because we don't know what happens, and we will make mistakes, that there will always dawn a new day with Christ's grace. And we must trust in him. We might not know what the fruit will be borne by our actions, the actions of others, particularly in major events like we experienced that day in 2001. But our hope should always be, with Christ always dawns a new day, even if we feel we are entering into a dark night. The sun will rise. That is the promise of the cross. I hope this day we remember all those who lost their lives, and that the Lord may be holding them in the perpetual light of his face. God bless you.